The Burning Crusade pre-patch on Classic Anniversary arrives on the 13th of January. Now, I will say, I was expecting a December pre-patch and this right here to be the launch date for TBC itself, but I don't mind. This is not bad. I will say it's a little bit late for me, but I think a lot of people don't really mind this. But let me know what you think about this release date right here for TBC. We know some dates now. We know this date. We don't know the exact release date yet, but let's go through some possibilities later in the video as well. But here, I'm just gonna read everything out to you, by the way, so if you read it before, just skip ahead to a certain point, but yeah. Prepare to tread once again through the Dark Portal and into the fell-scarred realm of Outland with WoW Burning Crusade Classic Anniversary Edition, launching early next year and included with your WoW sub or game time. The pre-expansion patch releases on the 13th of January. Beginning 13th of January, after each regional scheduled maintenance, the pre-expansion patch will be released, and each character must choose whether to advance onwards to WoW the Burning Crusade or move to a Classic Era realm. I'm not going to go through everything here, but as you can see, new features and adventures await. Your journey will increase with a level increase to level 70, an increased level cadence, and a slew of other features. Now, some of these things you will have access to in the pre-patch, and some you will have to wait for. So for example, Blood Elves and Draenei will be available in the pre-patch itself, and also the new profession Jewel Crafting. I don't know if Guildbank will be available from Phase 1, or even the pre-patch, but could be available starting in Phase 2. It depends on how they want to play this out, compared to, for example, Classic WoW, or TBC the first time. Okay, Burning Crusade Classic Anniversary Edition introduces 2 new playable races to World of Warcraft. Get ready to harness new powers as Draenei and Blood Elves and explore an Azeroth untouched by the world-breaking cataclysm during the Burning Crusade Classic Anniversary Edition pre-patch update, before you prepare to enter the Dark Portal and cross over into Outland. The Blood Elves and Draenei enrich the game's lore and offer unique racial abilities and new areas to explore. Not going to read through everything here either, just wanted to see if you can boost them or any information on it, but nothing as of right now. Then you have the raids as well, PvP Season 1, a new profession, Jewel Crafting, coming out, Guildbank. Unlike the Burning Crusade Classic, the Anniversary Edition will deliver you and your guild a place to store all your items and gold to be shared among guildmates right out the gate. The guild bank is found inside the bank and accessible by clicking on the vault near the bankers. There are 8 purchasable tabs with 98 item slots each. Unlike regular banks, banks are not needed for these slots. The price for the first one is 100 gold and increases for each successive tab. So right out the gate, this will be available then from the start of Burning Crusade Anniversary. Anniversary Realm to Classic Era Realm transfers. Okay. For those classic Anniversary players who do not want their characters to continue to the Burning Crusade, we will open up 3 character transfers from Anniversary to Classic Era Realms for a limited time, starting November 25th. That is 1 week from now. This choice to move Classic Anniversary characters to Classic Era Realms will last until January the 12th. So you have just under 2 months to transfer these characters. After January 12th, the transfer option will no longer be available and you will not be able to transfer your Classic Anniversary characters to Classic Era Realms. Any characters remaining on Classic Anniversary Realms will continue to Burning Crusade Classic Anniversary. Okay. To get to the WoW Burning Crusade Classic Anniversary Realms, launch World of Warcraft Classic, click Change Realm, click Anniversary tab and choose an Anniversary Realm for your preferred playstyle, PvE, PvP, or Hardcore. Okay, typo or weird? On the new Anniversary Realms, normal PvE realm characters must contain must remain on normal PvE realms, and PvP characters will remain locked in PvP realms. However, just like our previous existing hardcore realms, should players wish to transfer those characters off of hardcore realms, they can do so. Are you telling me that we are getting hardcore TBC? Is that what I'm seeing here? Like, based on how I'm reading this, I don't know if you guys are reading it differently, but this to me sounds like TBC hardcore. Unless I'm being super stupid. TBC hardcore, it's real, so the popping kinda leaked it a while back, that OnlyFans was returning for TBC hardcore. They did, yeah, but he also said that they might not get an official server, but in this case it seems like maybe they are. We are not getting a paid copy this time, though it seems that's interesting. Either we're not getting it, or they haven't announced it yet, because we also don't know anything about the level boost yet, right, based on this post. So we don't know about the level boost, we just know when the pre-patch is coming. Now, I will say, we don't know much. We know when the pre-patch is coming, we don't know when the expansion itself comes out, and we don't know if we can boost the Blood Elves yet either. Those are a couple of important questions. Number one, how long is a pre-patch going to last? And number two, can we actually boost a Blood Elf or a Draenei? Like, and can we buy a copy? Can we buy a copy to both play TBC and go to Classic Era on the same character? Because if I can do that, I am copying all of my characters, depending on the price. I should put that out there, depending on the price, but like, I'm very interested in copying. And I'm on retail right now. I know this news kind of dropped out of nowhere, but I kind of just want to do some mental gymnastics here with you guys as well. So they did not give us a a launch date. I had to move my loot appraiser window and I went to drop rate. They did not give us a release date for the expansion, but the pre-patch comes out on Tuesday the 13th. I guess Wednesday the 14th for Europe, right? Which means, usually, the pre-patch lasted for 2 weeks, in which case, the launch would be January the 27th or the 28th. Now, I do kind of expect the launch to be a global launch, in which case, they have used to do those on Mondays even. So like, January the 26th could be the case. Like, they have done some global launches. It would be the 27th, by the way, but for me, living in Europe, it's usually on Mondays, but like at midnight. So the midnight between Monday and Tuesday. So technically for me it would be the 27th, and then for North America it would be the 26th. Something like that. They've done it in the past, they might do it again. It would suck if North America got TBC on Tuesday, and Wednesday got TBC, EU got TBC on Wednesday. That would suck. I'm really hoping for a global release, but let's just say it launches on the 26th. So you have basically a 2-week pre-patch. That is what it's looking like, based on no communications. But also, what if they listen to the community and give us a 4-week pre-patch? In that case, we are looking at a February 9th release date. Which I'm already going to say, by the way, my expected early access release date for Midnight is February 13th. So it's looking like Blizzard is about to do exactly what I've been begging them not to do, overlapping TBC and Midnight. Oh, bro, there's no way, man. Please, Blizzard, don't overlap. I understand, by the way, not every Classic enjoyer plays retail, and not every retail enjoyer plays Classic, but why do they have to be their own competition for launching? Like, me as a person, let me play both, let me enjoy both. Why is Blizzard's biggest competitor Blizzard? Like, why do you compete against yourself? They did it last time around too, with TBC and Shadowlands? Yeah, pretty much. Actually, I think it was more like Phase 6 in Shadowlands, like Phase 6 in Classic WoW. Feel free to double check some release dates, but I feel like TBC... not TBC, Phase 6 of Classic WoW and Shadowlands, they came out 1 week apart. But feel free to double check my time on that. Oh, dude, they have to beat the competition, the other department of the company. No, dude, it makes no sense. I want to play both. And now they're going to, like, if my projected release dates are correct, they're basically both dropping in the same week. And there's no way. But like many people, other content creators as well, they're expecting Midnight in like between February 13th and February the 28th. And if Midnight comes out in February, and TBC is basically confirmed to come out either late January or in February as well, if they both come out in February, it's going to suck. I want to play both, and I want to know life the one that I play. But yeah, guys, we have a release date now for the pre-patch, so massive news for Classic, man. Absolutely massive. I kinda just, yeah, let me scroll up here. Massive news. We finally have a little bit of communication. I would have loved, by the way, an actual TBC launch date as well, but for me at the moment, it doesn't really matter how long or short the pre-patch is. I would much rather get some confirmations on number one. Can I pay to copy a character to a Classic era and also go to TBC at the same time? And can I pay to level a to like get a level boost for a Blood Elf or a Draenei in the pre-patch? Like those two questions right there, I really want answered. Obviously, I would like to have a TBC launch date as well, and I think it's kind of crazy, by the way, that we're now getting a release date for the pre-patch, but not a release date for the expansion. Why not just give us both? Either way, big news.